In these kind of platform environments, you often see the platforms provide higher and higher level of abstraction capability. I'm curious if you can comment on this at all. Just initially, the large vendors whose name we all know, like they
Yeah.
had a distinct advantage in their phones because they had the ML chops to make their cameras do amazing things. I'm imagining a world in which, as opposed to them just relying on, great APIs and hardware to make that happen and proprietary models, you can start to offer, a night vision model built into the platform. And I'm curious, and that's just an example, but I'm curious the extent to which that's happening today, the extent to which you foresee that in the future. Anything you can share on that?
Well, so it's a complicated question because in this following sense, it used to be that the things that made these cameras great were people who were really good at cameras, and of course we still have those people, but it was a algorithmically solved, traditionally solved problem. And now these neural networks are really the IP that these OEMs, camera vendors, whatever the application is, whether you're automotive, autonomous driving, and it's important to do segmentation and pedestrian detection and sign detection, whatever that use case is, the model is now the sort of IP that's
Mhm.
so valuable, right, to the end OEM, whatever you're building, whatever your product is. And so, by turning that around, I will say that we use the same tools and the same innovation inside of, let's say, Qualcomm's camera pipeline, Qualcomm's audio pipeline.
Right.
So I can't speculate on whether we would introduce a face beautification model or a relighting model as part of our end-to-end camera offering, except to say that we use the same kind of techniques to improve our camera pipeline, and some of that stuff is baked in, and then some of it the OEMs come to us and say, no, 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 we have a proprietary solution we think is a differentiator, and we want your help to get it on and get it into our products. And so we respect the fact that our OEMs, whether we're talking about a handset OEM or a IoT or an automotive developer, that's part of the value that they're offering to their customer on top of our silicon. So we want to be mindful of that, respectful of that. And so sure, we'll bring certain innovations to the market through our channels and with partners, but we want to be respectful of the fact that our customers want to build their own IP and differentiate on it, right? So we want to be an accessible platform for that innovation.
Yeah.